the station covering all of the DMV. This is DC News Now.
Well, good morning, everyone. Happy Saturday. We are waking up to sunny skies out there, and we also got some warm temperatures in the forecast, but that's all going to change heading into our Sunday. So definitely keep it here. We'll have a look at that forecast coming up in just a bit.
All right, coming up this morning on DC News Now, new details emerging after a gunman opens fire on his co-workers inside of a Walmart break room. The final and youngest victim of the massacre now identified, and the timeline that police are putting together. We'll get you up to speed on that. Also, big changes coming as early as next week. Social media giant Twitter could look very different under its new owner, Elon Musk. What could be different? And later, health after the holidays. Why doctors worry your Thanksgiving gathering could bring COVID back to the table. It is 7 o'clock. Thanks so much for continuing your Saturday morning with us. Take a look at that beautiful wreath on top of the North Portico there at the White House. 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue, waking up to sunny skies here in our nation's capital. And thank you for joining us for Hour 2 of DC News Now. I am Joseph Omo. My friend and colleague Brittany Ward there standing by with a very inactive weather. God, why am I blanking on the word? And it's right behind you. The weather radar behind you. I like to see a blank radar. That's what got me happy and got my words mixed up this morning. I guess that means we're not going to have any precipitation today?
Yeah, correctamundo, Joe. And you know what? You could thank our best friend, high pressure, that's just off to our southwest, currently keeping us dry and quiet as we head into your Saturday. But unfortunately, this high will begin to shift offshore as we head into our evening. And we got some rain to talk about for your Sunday. So we're zooming into the actual DMV. You can see, again, not really much to talk about. We do have a few clouds as you head further off into our northern areas and even the mountains. But overall, we are going to be filled with lots of sunshine today and even warm temperatures. So planning your morning here in the nation's capital, it's going to be pretty mild out there. We're starting off in the 40s by that 8 o'clock hour, mid 40s as we head into 9. Then we're talking about the upper 40s by 10 o'clock. And again, highs today will be in the upper 50s to low 60s. So today will definitely be the pick of the weekend, because come tomorrow, you're going to have to take that umbrella back out. So definitely keep it here, Joe. I'll let you know the timing of the showers and what to expect heading into your work week coming up in just a bit.
All right, that is Brittany Ward to start us off there from the Weather Center. Brittany, thank you. Good morning. It has been nearly a week since a disgruntled manager at a Walmart in Chesapeake, Virginia, opened fire, killing 6 of his coworkers. And today we are learning the name of Tuesday night's youngest victim, a 16-year-old who was gunned down inside of that Walmart. Up on your screen is Fernando Chavez Barron. At first, he wasn't identified as a victim because he was under 18 years old. The city of Chesapeake tweeted his name and a photo shortly after a candlelight vigil that was held in honor of the victims. The teen was among 6 people killed in the Walmart's break room by a store manager who police say also killed himself following the massacre. 4 other people were hurt. 2 of those people remained in the hospital. Well, also this morning, police are now getting a better idea of what was going through the gunman's head leading up to the mass shooting. Investigators found what they are calling a death note on his phone. That's the gunman there. Claimed that his co-workers had harassed and mocked him. Police also say he purchased the handgun just hours before the shooting. All right, we also have new details this morning in a story that we first told you about last night. A pedestrian in Northeast D.C. who was pinned between 2 cars has now died. It happened on K Street near Gallaudet University. Here's what we know so far. Officials say this all happened at around 1:30 yesterday afternoon. Emergency crews brought them into a trauma center where he later died. What we don't know this morning is what led up to the dangerous situation. But as we get more into our newsroom, we'll keep you updated on air and online at DCNewsNow.com. All right, developing now, 2 people hurt in a shooting in the district. D.C. police say it happened in Northeast just before 8 o'clock last night. 2 men were hurt but were still conscious when emergency crews got on scene. This is an active investigation, so if you have any information, you're asked to call investigators, D.C. Police. And remember, you can always contact investigators anonymously. Well, police in Montgomery County are investigating a robbery that happened yesterday at a gun store. They say a stolen black sedan rammed into the front of Atlantic Guns. This is in Rockville. Between 5 and 6 suspects then went inside, stole several guns, and ran off. It's not the first time this has happened, surprisingly, either. Police tell DC News Now that there was a failed attempt last Saturday at the same store. The U.S. Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, and Firearms is working to help find the suspects. We'll keep you updated on that. In the meantime, some national headlines for you. Developing now, the rapper formerly known as Kanye West has attacked former President Donald Trump in a campaign promotion video that was posted to his newly reinstated Twitter account. This after recent announcements that Ye is planning to run for president in 2024. Ye says Trump screamed at him during a meeting that they had at Mar-a-Lago after Ye says he asked Trump to be his vice president. Also in that meeting was Nick Fuentes, a well-documented white nationalist. Ye praised Fuentes in his videos last night. The rapper also continued to spread anti-Semitic disinformation in his promo videos. Well, checking in now on Elon Musk's Twitter takeover, the social media giant's billionaire owner says he plans to relaunch that controversial premium service that allows anybody who pays the ability to get that highly sought-after blue check after their name on their account, which means that your account is verified. Well, now, instead of only offering a blue check mark to all premium members, the relaunch will include special colored checks. There's going to be a gold check for company accounts, gray check marks for government accounts, and blue check marks for all other paying users. Many users are worried about false accounts after already many people have impersonated companies and public figures. Musk also says he plans to reinstate most suspended accounts on Twitter. This comes after another one of those polls he conducted on his own account, which he says gives the power back to the people. Musk asked, should Twitter offer a general amnesty to suspended accounts provided that they have not broken the law? Well, you can see there 72.4% of respondents said yes. And then in a follow-up after the poll, he tweeted out that the people have spoken and that amnesty begins next week. He also added there that final line on your screen, what seems to be his standard signature now on Twitter, a Latin phrase, vox populi, vox Dei, which means the voice of the people is the voice of God. Well, the Associated Press has cited online safety experts who are sounding the alarms about Musk's plan to unban thousands of accounts. Musk himself responded to the article saying, quote, AP is such an expert in misinformation, Twitter couldn't hope to compete. A report from the European Union on Thursday says that Twitter took longer to review abusive content on the platform this year than it did last year. All right, on to some easier things to talk about. Following a hectic day, a hectic Black Friday, retailers are bracing for an encore this morning. Shoppers packed outlets around the National Harbor as they took advantage of Black Friday sales. The National Retail Federation estimates that a record 166 million people will shop over the long holiday weekend, which runs through Cyber Monday. That's nearly 8 million more people than last year. Financial firm Deloitte finds that shoppers will spend an average of $507 on gifts this holiday season. That's a modest rise of just $6 more than last year. People we spoke with say they will definitely open their wallets more for family and friends this year round.
I spent more because last year with all the pandemic restrictions, I didn't really want to be in stores versus this year where everything's a little bit more relaxed, actually able to get in and out of the stores.
Now, heads up, Prince George's County Police, they will be out to direct traffic as you see them there. Shoppers dealt with some pretty long lines to park yesterday. Managers suggest that you give yourself extra time if you plan on going to the outlet center later on today. All right, in the district, a small protest outside an Amazon Fresh grocery store in Northwest. This happened yesterday. People were speaking out against the billion-dollar company. The protest was dubbed the Make Amazon Pay Rally. People protested for higher wages and to cut carbon emissions. The protests were one of several slated across the world for Black Friday, organized by a collection of trade groups. Among those protesting in D.C. was Montgomery County Executive Mark Elrich.
This is fundamentally and underlyingly a wage problem. If wages were better, housing would be more affordable to people.
Yeah, the protests across the world were purposefully staged on Black Friday, which of course marks the official start of the holiday shopping season.